Hello everyone, welcome to the Daily Shrine during the anniversary. These videos will let you know if the perks and the Shrine of Secrets are really worth your 1,500 Iridescent Shards each. I will show you what the perk does, let you know if it's licensed or not, and give a grade out of 10 as to whether I think it's good or not. During the anniversary, we'll be getting a daily shrine, and I'll be covering every single one of them. Hope you enjoy. Today, I think we've got a bit of a middle of the road shrine. I think it's slightly survivor sided, but I'm going to give this one a 6 out of 10. We have perks from Bill, the Executioner, Oni, and Jill. Those perks are Borrowed Time, Forced Penance, Nemesis, and Blast Mine. Let's get into the survivor perks first. Our first survivor perk is Blast Mine. After repairing 40% of a generator, while next to a generator, use F to tap it for 120 seconds. All survivors see the generator's aura for that time. When the killer damages that generator, the trap explodes. And then they are stunned for 4 seconds and everyone nearby at the detonation is blinded. This is what it looks like in game. I'm going to give Blast Mine a 10 out of 10. This is one of the biggest wind-up perks in the game. It really annoys killers and it's very tilting. And it's actually really satisfying. Did you see how big that blast was? So I would say just run this in any of your builds. It doesn't need anything else to make it stronger and it's just a fun perk. On top of that, Jill is licensed, so if you've got the spare shards, it's 100% worth picking up. Our second survivor perk is Borrowed Time. Whenever you unhook a survivor, they retain their unhook endurance for 10 seconds longer, and they retain their unhook haste for 10 seconds longer. This is kind of what it looks like in game. I am going to give Borrowed Time a 2 out of 10. I think this perk now is absolutely rubbish. A long time ago, we used to not have Borrowed Time as a default status after you get unhooked. Now you get it as a baseline. This just makes it a tiny bit better. I'm sure in a competitive scene or in a team environment, this could be a good perk, but in solo queue or most games, this is just an absolute waste of space. Do not run it in your builds. On top of that, Bill is part of the base game of all things, so please do not waste your shards on this perk. Just level him up in the blood web and get this perk for free if you really need to use it. Let's move on to the killer perks. Our first killer perk is Forced Penance. Whenever a survivor takes a protection hit, they gain Broken for 80 seconds. This is what it looks like in game. I'm going to give Forced Penance a 4 out of 10. I know that sounds harsh, but I think it's quite a niche perk. I do remember last time this was in the shrine, it's very good on characters like the Hag and Twins, but generally, I think that you can fill your killer perk slots with so much better stuff. I mean, you can have Gen Regression, you need Aura Reading. I really don't think that this is a deal breaker. Maybe on some very specific killers, but not generally. However, whether you think this is strong or weak, the Executioner is licensed, so if you really have an abundance of shards and you just are looking to get as much content for free in this game, this is technically worth picking up in the shrine. Our fourth and final perk is Nemesis. Whenever a survivor blinds you, locker stuns you, or pallet stuns you, they become the Obsession. Whenever a survivor becomes the Obsession, they gain Oblivious for 60 seconds. You see their aura for 8. This is what it looks like in game. I am going to give Nemesis a 4 out of 10. I think you have to have a build built around the Obsession for this to be useful. Otherwise, I don't see much of a use in it. I'm sure you guys can tell me in the comments if there is a specific use. But I think if there is a specific use, I don't think it's that strong unless you're using it in that specific use. So that's why I'm giving it a low grade. On top of that, Oni is old enough now that it's much better if you get the on-sale version of him and get all 3 of his perks instead. Do not buy this perk in the shrine, not licensed. So to recap today, the 2 perks that we want to pick up are both the licensed perks, Forced Penance and Blast Mine. The perks we want to stay away from are Borrowed Time and Nemesis. Hopefully tomorrow we get a shrine where at least 2 of the perks are licensed. It would make sense to me. But annoyingly, the end of these daily shrines is coming up. This is the last week for behavior to give us some absolute banging shrines. So hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Well, not hopefully, you will see me tomorrow. And hopefully it's a good shrine.